Now we will learn statistics. So from the class 11, so you can see that we know that statistics deals with data collected for specific purposes. We can make decisions about the data by analyzing and interpreting it. Okay, in earlier classes also we have studied about statistics, mainly measures of central tendencies, mean, mode, median we have studied, correct? So in this way now we will study measures of dispersion. So the dispersion or dispersion, or we can say that scatter, both in a data is measured on the basis of the observations and the types of the measured central tendencies. So here four types we are going to study here. One is a range, second one is a quartile deviation, third one is mean deviation, fourth one is standard deviation. So you know this one, a range. So range is what? A range is nothing but in the given data, so maximum value minus minimum value. If you find like this, maximum highest observation minus lowest observation, or maximum value minus minimum value, then you will get a range here. Okay, for example, if it is 2, 6, 8, 10, which is highest here? Highest is 10, so 10 minus lowest is 2, 10 minus 2 is 8, so therefore the range is 8. A range of the data is 8. So however, we are not going to study about quartile deviation here. Next we will go for the mean deviation. So before studying mean deviation, I want to say you that here data means, you know that a collection of information on. So data, there are two types of data. So one is ungrouped data, another one is grouped data. One is ungrouped data, another one is grouped data. So these two are very important. So in 9th standard you have studied about ungrouped data, in 10th standard you have studied about group data, but here both we are going to study. Okay, what is in ungrouped data and group data? So remember here, in ungrouped data we are going to find the mean deviation. What is that? Mean deviation about mean, and mean deviation about median. So this can be represented like this. Mean deviation about mean can be represented like this, and this one can be represented mean deviation about mean, like this you can denote. Okay, mean deviation about mean deviation about median. Here also in group data also we are going to find out here also mean deviation about mean and mean deviation about median. So now here so in group data, so there are two types. One is discrete frequency distribution, and the second type is continuous frequency distribution. So this is very important. What is this? In ungrouped data, mean deviation about mean we are finding, mean deviation about median we are finding. In group data, two types: discrete frequency distribution, continuous frequency distribution. So in this way same formula remains, that I will tell. Here also mean deviation about mean we are going to find out, and also mean deviation about median we are going to find out. Okay, so after finding this one, so I will tell how to find this in discrete frequency distribution and in continuous frequency distribution, and for the ungrouped data mean deviation how to find and all. So now I want to say the formula for this one. So here mean deviation about mean, so we can denote MD, mean deviation about x bar. You can write here 1 divided by n. Here it is a summation I is equal to 1 to n. You can take mod of xi minus x bar. Okay, so here x bar is what? Mean. And what is xi? Xi is class mark. So class mark, you know how to find out. Upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. So in the same way, mean deviation about median also same formula, little bit difference is that mean deviation mean deviation about median. So if you take this also the same thing, mean deviation about median, here also same thing, you can denote MD of M, means mean deviation of median is equal to 1 by n, here summation I is equal to 1 to n mod of xi minus m, where m is nothing but median, m is nothing but here median you can take, and xi is class mark only, class mark. And what is n here? N is number of total observations, number of total observations, how many observations are given, number of total observations. So n is same here also, so here also n is equal to, you can say, number of total observations. So when we solve the example, you will get very easy idea here, total number of observation. Okay, when we solve the example, when you take one example, then if you solve this one here, you can remember. Okay, so see here, for mean deviation about mean and mean deviation about median, same formula, only here it is m and here it is x, only the change is here it is m and here it is x. X bar means mean and m is median. X bar means you know how to find out x bar, that is summation fi xi divided by summation fi. In 10th standard you studied by direct method how to find the mean. Mean is nothing but average. Okay, that also you can see. So this is for what? Ungrouped data. So in the group data I told two types, one is a discrete frequency distribution, and second one is continuous frequency distribution. So for these two, same formula we are going to use here, mean and median. So in these two cases, so mean deviation about x bar, we are writing here 1 divided by n. 1 divided by n means sum of all the observations, I mean sum of all the frequencies here, sum of all the frequencies, that I will tell. About mean, so this is mean deviation about mean it is. So this is very important, remember here, listen carefully. Mean deviation about mean is nothing but 1 by n summation I is equal to 1 to n. So it will get here fi mod of xi minus x bar. Okay, so I will tell what is the meaning of mod. Mod or absolute value of xi minus x bar also you can say. So now if you take mean deviation about median, if you take mean deviation about median, what will happen here? What is the formula here? So mean deviation about median is equal to 1 divided by n, summation of I is equal to 1 to n, fi is frequency, mod of or absolute value of xi minus, here it is m. Okay, so now where in the both case n is nothing but, you can say, summation of I is equal to 1 to n fi. So summation of all the frequencies, sum of all the frequencies, you can say, all the frequencies you say. So after seeing this one, see, very important, sum of all the frequencies. So whatever you are getting here, all the sum of frequencies, that you can consider as capital N in both the case. Here, though in group data discrete frequency distribution and continuous distribution frequency distribution both are different, both the formulas are same for in both the case. In discrete also same formula for the mean deviation about mean, and for the continuous frequency distribution also mean deviation about median, the same formula will be there, only the method will be different to find in discrete frequency distribution and continuous frequency distribution. Here in the continuous median, what we are finding, that way will be different. In discrete what we find median, this will be different. What we find here discrete and continuous, here mean will be somewhat different method you can use here. Okay, so to find the mean, we know the three methods. We know direct method, and also we know the shortcut method, that is assumed mean method, and also step deviation method. Any method you can use. So direct method, it is very easy. So for the direct method, what is the formula? For the direct method, we know that mean x bar is equal to summation fi xi divided by summation fi. Here also I is equal to 1 to n, here also I is equal to 1 to n you can take. So direct method to find the mean or average. Mean, it is denoted by x bar, like this you can write. Now I want to say how you can come to know ungrouped data, that is what is that, how the data will be there in discrete, how it will be there, how it will be there in continuous, that I will show you now. See how the difference will be. In a ungrouped data I will take now as 8, now I will take as here 10, I will take as 12, I will take again 8, 15, 1 2 3 4 5 over, next 18, next I will take again 18, I will take again 15. So there are how many students? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 students have scored in some subject, any subject, English, mathematics, science, out of 20. So it is out of 20 marks. Out of 20 marks, these many students are there. So total number of students, how many are there here? N is total number of 8. So total number of observations I told na. So N we are considering as 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So these 8 students out of 20 marks scored marks. So if I write directly here 8 10 12 8 15 18 18 15 like this, so this is nothing but ungrouped data. What do you call that one? In ungrouped data. So what is in the discrete? We will see. In the discrete we will see. So here again, here it will be, there are two column like this. So you can write like this, you can make it like this. So this is xi and this is fi, you can take frequency. So here it is, you can take 8 first. 8 how many times are there? Here one is 8, here another one is 8. So frequency is what? 2. So next you can take here 10. So 10 how many times is there? Only one time you can write. Next 12 you can take, how many times it is 12? Only one time. Next you can take 15. So 15 is how many times here? Only one time. Next 18 you can take, 18, 15 how many? 1 and 2. Okay, sorry, this is 2 times here. So here you can take here 2 times. 18 you can take here again 2 times you can take. So total will be here, you can add, or you can frequencies you can add and you can keep it here. Or if you add the frequency 4 5 6 7 8, 8 frequency will be there. So summation of fi is equal to, here it will be 8 here. So here by taking the ungrouped data, if you write the frequency, it will come in the discrete. So like this in 9th standard we have studied summation fi xi divided by summation fi. So continuous means it is like now continuous intervals. So you can take here 5 class size, you can take 0 to 5, next you can take 5 to 10, next you can take 10 to 15, next you can take 15 to 20, because 20 is highest, so you can take here up to 20 you can take. So if you want next one more, you can take 5 20 to 25. So now here 0 to 5 how many are there? 0 to 5 how many are there? You can take 0 to 5 is how many are there? So 5 will be there what in the next one, 5 will be in the next one if it is 5. So here it is 0 to 5, no frequency. So this is class interval you can take, and this is your frequency you can take. So you can make it like this column, a table, and just you can do it like this. So 5 to 10, now 5 to 10 means 8 are there. So 10 will come in the next interval. So 882 means here frequency is 2, 10 means here 1 is there. So next 15, 2 is there. So totally 3 you can take. So 15 to 20 how many are there? 2. So you can say here 12 is also there na? So 12 means here 1 is 12 and 2 is 8. So here it will be 3 here, because 5 to 10 is there na? No, here it is 2 only, sorry, here 2 only. Here it is 10, 2, 15 and 1, 2. Okay. 1 minute I will tell. 0 to 5 here 0, 5 to 10 here, 5 to 10 means 8 here it is there, and here one more 8 is there. So you can write here 2. So 10 to 15 means here it is 10, it is there, 10 is there. So next again 12 is there. Okay, so 10 to 15, next again 10 and 12 means here it is only 2 here you can take. So next 15 to 20, 15 to 20 means here 1 is 15, here 2, 3, 4. So here it will be 4. So just you can go through this, don't get confused like this. 5 to 10 is 2, here 10 to 15 is 2, and 15 to 20 is 4. So if it is 15, you will go for the next interval. If it is 10, you will go for the next interval. If it is 5, next it will come in the next interval. Okay, So here it will be total sum of frequency is 8. So okay, it is correct. So like this we are differentiating in ungrouped data and discrete frequency distribution and also continuous frequency distribution we are taking. So we will take one example for you so that you will get the idea. For the ungrouped data we will take one example. For the ungrouped data we will take one example. For ungrouped data we will take the example. So to find the mean deviation about mean. So mean deviation about mean, MD x bar. So find the mean deviation about the mean for the following data. So data is 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 4, 8, 12. So how to find the mean deviation about the mean? So I told here two times mean deviation about the mean and mean deviation about the median. Here it is given mean deviation about the mean. So these are the given data 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 4, 8, 12. So how to find this one? So first thing that you have to find the mean for the ungrouped data. So you know that in first step how to find in the solution. In the first step we are finding what? Mean means what? That is x bar. So we know that sum of all the observations divided by total number of observations. This we are finding, correct? So here if you take here total sum of all the observations, 6 plus 7 plus 10 plus 12 plus 13 plus 4 plus 8 plus 12 divided by how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are there. So just you can add this all. If you add this all, you will get 72 divided by 8. So 8 ones are 8 nines are. So x bar is equal to how much here? 9 you will get. So mean you got what? 9. Okay, to find the mean deviation about the mean. So what is the formula? Mean deviation for x bar, the formula is 1 divided by n summation of I is equal to 1 to n mod of xi minus x bar I told. So this is the formula. So now you got x bar is equal to what? 9 and also n is equal to how much you got? You got 8. Now we need to find xi minus x bar. Xi minus x bar, how you are going to find out? Xi minus x bar means whatever the given here data is there, 6, 7, 10 and next one is 12, 13, next one is 4, next one is 8 and next one is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are there. So these are nothing but your x's. So next you have to take what? You can draw the column like this you can make it, and here you can take here xi minus x bar you can take. So what is the mod value you can say? So just now you got x bar is equal to what? 9 you got. So xi is 6 minus 9 you can say, 6 minus 9 you can say. So it is 7 minus 9 it is. So here it is 10 minus 9 it is. So directly you can write. So for your understanding I am writing 12 minus 9 here it is. So 13 minus 9, 4 minus 9, here it is 8 minus 9, here it is 12 minus 9. So absolute value means what? What is the meaning of this one? Okay, xi minus xr means here you will get what? Here you are getting what you are exactly you are getting 6 minus 9 means what? It is minus 3 actually, absolute value of minus 3 here. So next you will get what? Absolute value of minus 2 you are getting. So here it is 1 you are getting, correct? So after getting this one, next here it will be 3, next here it will be what? 13 minus 9 is 4, so here it will be minus 5, next here it will be minus 1, next here it will be 3. So absolute value of this one is nothing but, so minus 3 will become 3 only, so minus 2 will become 2 only, so this will become 1 only, so this one become 3 only, this will become 4, so this will become 5, this will become 1, this will become 3. So if negative signs are there in absolute value or mod, so it will turn into positive. If it is positive, already it will be positive only. Okay, for example, I will take here for your example for your understanding. So here mod of minus x also you will become, it will get only x only. If you take mod of x only, you will get x only. If here it is positive also, you will get only positive value, minus also, plus also, plus you will get. So my absolute value of minus 2 is, you will get 2 only, absolute value of 2 is 2 only. This is the meaning. So whatever here it is negative sign, it will convert into positive sign. That is the meaning of what? Absolute value. Okay, so after getting this one, now we need what? Summation of, in the example say summation of 1 I is equal to 1 to n xi minus x bar. So xi minus x bar is nothing but mod, here it is 3 2 1 3 4 5 1. So if you add this one, summation of I is equal to 1 to n, you will get, if you add all this, you will get this one mod of xi minus x bar you will get. So what is the sum here? You check. 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 4 is 13, 13 plus 3 is 16, 17, 18, 19 you will get. So just you can just check once whether it is correct or not. So 5, 6, 9, 10, 13, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 you will get. So total it will be 22 you are getting. So you, after getting 22, now what is the formula? Formula is median of mean deviation of median is equal to summation of I is equal to 1 to n, that is mod of xi minus x bar divided by n. 1 by n is n only. So this one you got here totally 28 divided by, you are getting here 8. N is 8 because here see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 is, so n I have written here 8. So you can take here 8, 22 by 8. So if you divide this one, you will get 2.75. So the answer is mean deviation about mean is 2.75. I hope you have understood here. So first thing is you have to find the mean of the given data. How to find the mean about the data? Sum of all observation divided by total number of observation. You have to add all the given data and divide by total number of observation. After finding this mean, just you have to put this column here for xi, what is given data is there, that is xi, and xi minus x bar you have to write in mod like this, and whatever the negative now values are there, that you have to convert into positive, and again whatever the values you are getting, you have to add all this one. If you add this one, you will get summation I is equal to 1 to n xi mod of xi minus x bar is equal to 22. So just if you substitute these values here, you will get